Major here, since Darcy's going to give us a little bit more information.
Okay.
What do you know about the gang war?
What Peter Gray told me is that it started enough pieces together, but over essentially hostage taken for the ranch robbery that happened with 20 people.
There used to be a safety net.
Aye, the safety net between the upper and the lower Montana rivers, where no crimes were to be committed. And because thieves broke this, now they're in a war, essentially.
Oh, that's half of it.
That's only half of it. There's also a bunch of, the little connecting squabbles between each individual.
Well, I sort of figured that it dominoed, as they started aggressing each other. And now it's no longer about the initial offence, it's about the continuous shootouts they've been having ever since.
Yeah, there used to be the safety net and Bonnie Jack's crew, which, hi, I'm the person that got Annabelle and Morgan arrested. I'm not on record. They were with him for the ranch job. I think 3 or 5 different locals died. And because they took Benny as hostage, Benny is very close to Jackson Riggs. Very close. And since she came back.
Right, Stephen?
But they didn't know that he was part of that crew, and so everything got up in arms for that way. Because they dared take a hostage out of Blackwater. Never mind one that was associated with the ranch. Jack Kettleman is gone. He's gone for ages. And
at least
when
2
he
months.
comes back, he just puts the boiler, the kettle on, so to speak. Excuse the pun.
Well, that'll be courtesy of Pip and the issue in the tunnel. That's why the Del Lobos got wrangled in it.
Yeah.
Interesting.
That, and of course, presumably that Harry fella.
I'm pretty sure the cut is funding whatever Kettleman and the ranch are doing. And I'm pretty sure Zhanghua Industries, the Triad, are funding the other side. That's where they come in.
How do people know they're the Triad?
Yeah, well, riding around 6 to 12 deep is a little more than funding in my book.
Yeah.
That's an army.
Called the Hung.
Yep. And I know a lot of the cut are former military, so they're going to have tactics.
This is the issue, Swan, is you've got the ranch. They've got, 6 to 12. You got the cut with 6 to 12 easy. And then you got Kettleman with his 6. And that's just one side of this
one.
one.
You've got thieves with maybe 6 to 8. Aye.
Yeah. Thieves is deeply
and the Del
allied with
Lobos.
The Del Lobos. The Del Lobos are allied very loosely with the Aircroans. They get along. I don't know how deep that goes. I don't know the Aircroans that well. The Wapiti want nothing to do with it, and anyone that goes on their land, they get them the fuck out.
I've still never heard of anything more than one Aircroan.
Yeah, well, I've met the chief. She's a lovely lady, but...
Yeah, I met her when she first arrived.
Brutal lady, but lovely. Treats me with respect and vice versa.
Yeah, it wasn't brutal when she arrived here.
No, the crossing does that to people. Gotta be softer.
All
Interesting.
certain tribe can do.
So, at least we know now, when it comes to the funding in terms of these certain things, getting ourselves involved basically for us would be kind of also getting a lot of people to target us. I'm really trying to figure out, because now that we know the majority of this information,
You've
one thing
also
that's
forgotten another gang. It's Billy Boys, Billy Joe Barber and his crew. They're kind
Aren't
of
they with the
scattered.
ranch, sort of?
Sort of. They're kind of a wild card.
I mean, I reckon they're always talking neutrality, but
Aye, I think they're
They're
trying
not.
to
Really
play
not.
the neutrality.
Billy Joe is the one that shot La Nina in the stomach for the 3rd time and nearly killed her.
No,
He's a
right
vulture.
outside the sheriff's office. No. Aye,
He'll
so-
stand around, he'll wait for information, he'll be very friendly and act a fool. He's not a fool. Do not trust him any farther than you can fucking throw him.
and there's why the Del Lobos are involved. And their numbers are always bigger than you think.
Oh,
They've
the
been
Del
around
Lobos?
forever, and they Swan.
I get along very
Yep.
well with Del Lobos.
that'd be it.
Yeah, I got connections with them. Got connections with all of this lot, to be honest. Doesn't do as much good when we're only, the numbers we got.
Yep.
That's
So you
that's
could,
why
you
I
could
think
probably
this
draw
little,
on a piece of paper, like which gang is offset to which other gang. It's just a matter of time before. There's been so much blood on every side that there's supposed to be some sort of meeting, but I don't have any details on that yet. When I do, I will let y'all know. I have a telegram from Annabelle. and she says she's not going to the meeting with Jack Kettleman. So there will be a meeting, and I can turn that into y'all if that'll help.
Yeah, that's what I suspected in that little note I added to Jack's arrest warrant the other day.
No,
No
Jack
fucking way he
Kettleman-
was turning himself in without some ulterior motive, and it was clearly a meeting.
Well, he flagged me down outside the ranch for chit-chat yesterday. Mills and Alice are there. I time-stamped where I seen them and when they were at the ranch. But Kettleman invited me in and gave me stew, and I think, Stone, you know what that means, right? Offer of hospitality. So, we get along. I do not like a man that I've had to treat the hammer wounds for. He beat Peter Gray's skull in with a hammer. Peter Gray's currently colorblind. He has nail marks in his shoulder. And one of the Del Lobos had something nailed to her chest and a broken sternum from a hammer.
Well,
So,
wherever Jack's been for 2 months, he obviously didn't get any fucking excitement because he's just exploded over the crossing within a matter of hours.
Point is when he, asks to chat, I don't say no. So, I go in, and I'm my normal, cheery, sweet self, and I get the full story of what he wants to do, and I've already told this to Silas, and I've already told this to O'Malley in telegrams. This may get me killed from him, so obviously, there's only one other source, and that was my friend Phil. He was trying to hire Phil to deliver newspapers. He wants to start a newspaper for the people by the people, because the current one, air quotes, isn't good enough. It's full of lies and propaganda by the state. So that's why he's been...
You mean we don't let criminals put their propaganda in there, right?
Yeah, correct.
Somehow I don't think Jack's monologues are a perfectly pure example of the truth.
No, he was pacing. He was very
really-
angry. His hand kept twitching towards his fucking hammer. So,
I've heard that
you know.
man speak before. I don't think that he could articulate in a kind of content to go into the newspaper, in all fairness.
Right.
Not only that,
Honestly.
but the man likes to hear himself talk more than enough, which is very tiring. Right? Yeah.
Yeah, no,
Oh, I
he's-
took
he's
great
very
pleasure
good at
in
cutting
telling
you
him to
off.
shut the
It's
fuck up.
super frustrating. Anyway, the main story he wants to get in that paper is... Does anyone here know of a woman named AJ?
Yeah, I remember AJ.
Okay. Apparently, he's under the impression that AJ was murdered by the law because she was... Something about the DiCenzos. The DiCenzos used to, run the East. There was a deputy called Deputy Gunn who told the DiCenzos that AJ was an informant. And she was just, she's a nice civilian, she's a nice lady. When the DiCenzos found out, they killed her. And then, I guess the deputy told the DiCenzos this, this Deputy Gunn went to the DiCenzos, was like, AJ is my informant. And then they killed her. And then this deputy goes later on, or maybe she wasn't. And so, it's some convoluted...
This is a prime example of why, when it comes to certain deputies that feel as though they can try to form some sort of connection in some sort of way, it always ends with others that are just untimely going to die for no reason. There was no reason for him to do any of that at all, and as a result, we get blamed for it, when in all reality, that was a choice that AJ decided to go do, and as well as was a part of that, the end result. Regardless, we're still going to be at the short end of the stick, but when it comes to deputies no longer around, like Gunn, is a prime example of where and what not to do.
Mm-hmm.
Because it just ruins it for everyone else. Not only that, but at the same time, it's not really smart either. It costed someone a life in the sense of trying to get gains with a sensibility of respect with people. People that do not care for anyone else, including the person that they're trying to side with.
Yeah. Jack
Especially
went on
folks
about
who
how
are
the
new.
law treated her
Exactly.
like she was disposable for information, and he wants to get that story out. So, if you see weird pamphlets or someone handed down a newspaper, you know the source of it. Jack Kettleman has an agenda to undermine the state, undermine the department, and he wants everyone to know. And he will be able to paint a convincing picture to a lot of people with this.
Well, he can go and do that. Last time I checked, when it comes to Jack Kettleman, a lot of people do not understand that anyone that remotely follows that man ends up dying. And if they wish to have themselves an early grave, then so be it. I do not feel sorry for any of those people.
Yeah, that's been a pattern repeated time and time again over the months.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He asked me to worked with him a fair few times.
Now, I'm sure you've heard the rumors that I bought Jack Kettleman a horse.
That was sweet of you.
It was a smile with teeth, Stone. Don't tell me that a medic doesn't help people. There you go. Now he's nice to me. And now I can give you information. That's as far as it goes. I want nothing to do with the man that uses a hammer on another human being.
Or burns them. I guess you remember, was it Isabella Swan?
Mm-hmm.
Down in Blackwater. He set her alight.
Yeah. I got her into the medical trainee program. She's doing really well.
Is it the same Isabella I'm thinking of?
Yes, French.
Van Horn. Summers.
No, I feel, in some sort of way, I feel bad for her. She tried to defend so many of the people that were around her in the sense of, for some reason, and obviously that didn't work out. But I tried to warn her back in the whole Summers thing. And, well, at least, hopefully she's doing a lot better now. I don't know if she's changed per se, but I don't think she will. If she has, then I guess so be it.
Some people just run down the path that's put in front of them. Never even want to change it.
So here's the next part of it. Well, I was going to say, at least now moving forward, with all this information that is presented, obviously that means that your life is mostly going to be within danger providing this information, Miss Dawson. And the best thing that we can do is try to see if we can probably talk to some people in making sure that your life is valued, obviously, in some sort of witness protection program. Now, I cannot guarantee that, but I will do my damned hardest since you did provide this.
I'm not too worried, sir. I'm not joking when I say I get along with just about everyone. I just want the department to be very clear that I'm on their side, because I know that there's rumors floating around that, oh, well, Darcy's been seen with Kettleman, or Darcy's been seen talking to this person. I have a very good record of informing the department on everything I do.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Darcy.
Of course.
I've been in exactly the same place,
It is
Darcy.
part of your job, and there's nothing wrong with keeping up good relations.
Exactly.
And it doesn't matter which person is bleeding out in front of me, I'm gonna help them.
There was a man, very interesting man. I'm not sure where he went, per se. But for him, his name was Henderson. This man obviously had very much good connections with a lot of people. He could not be touched in any sort of way, but I don't like to take chances of not being able to provide a bit of help, at least the best that I can with it. In that situation, I do understand, and if you feel as though you should be fine, I will not fight you on that. That is your choice. But I'm just providing as much as I can, at least from my end, since you provided a bit more of your information.
Thank you. As long as you can just make sure that the department knows that I'm, I've picked my fucking lane, I'm staying with it, so.
We'll definitely make sure.
Thank you.
Are we going to be writing this down, Swan?
Yeah, we probably should update a part of the report, at least. The main report.
And
which one?
Go ahead.
Give me a second, hold on.
And for Stone, Saffron, do you have any incident reports about yesterday in Annisburg on your end?
About what happened up there?
Yeah. What is it? What's her name? Dr. Lily treated a man that was identified as James John Doe. His injuries line up remarkably well with someone I seen from the ranch yesterday. So.
Oh. Let's see. I don't know. I don't remember anyone being called James John Doe.
Yeah, he got brought to St. Denis, is why. I think they split their wounded. And then I treated another wounded. There's an anon I sent in as soon as it happened, up at the cannibal camp out on the outskirts of Annisburg. Because my priority is to save lives, and then when I get to a telegram station, I let y'all know, where they've been, what I've seen, etc. If I can let you know beforehand, that's even better, but I don't always have that.
Aye.
Well, I totally get where you're coming from.
Yeah.
But I assume you know you're skirting things with the state.
Yeah, I'm aware.
Right. Little bit like when these sheriffs here were considering my badge. I think they spent a good month investigating me before they gave up.
You got robbed yesterday.
Yeah, I did. He took $30, gave me a bottle of brandy and a couple of herbs. It was his friend that was an asshole. That's why I made the report. Money's money, things are things. I'm not too concerned. It's the first time I've been robbed at the crossing. I don't know if they were new or not, but they're very stupid. As soon as people find out.
Called himself Reverend. I wonder if...
Well,
this
don't tell me things I shouldn't hear.
I'm just saying, I wonder if we might have handled this person already and not knowing this was part of it. Did those two, so one called himself the Reverend, did the other one call himself anything?
No, he didn't. And, Deputy Stone, I fully expect the people to look at me through a magnifying glass. It actually comforts me knowing that they do.
Yeah, I was quite glad when they finally set me down and just started asking questions.
Yeah, well, if you ever have any questions for me, just let me know.
Great.
Of course. Don't mind me. I'm just gonna have to write a good amount of things down here. It's notebook, so.
As I say, just Benny from the ranch is badly injured, so. I'm not sure if that was the specifics of where he was injured, but he was definitely injured quite badly by something.
I'm trying to find some sort of report on the John Doe.
It's just a medical report, so.
Oh,
I mean, I just seen him when I was patching somebody else up, so I want y'all to know that, you know, there's something else going on there that I don't think any of us are aware of, which means it's gang related.
They seem to not be in town for anything in particular. She says they met at the gun store and left town. She lives at Animal, Barnes, Co, and Stefano. She's uncertain. A lady she didn't know with hair in a bun, 4 or 5 in total. This group rode out after the cut left town. Sometime later, Co was brought into town with pellet wounds. Everyone with him had guns and were very defensive.
My feet are getting itchy. I might as well start plodding the fucking streets.
Alright, you got any questions for me, sir?
For right now, I think we should be good. I'm definitely gonna make sure to try to inform as best as possible. Are you 100% sure, once more again, you do not want any sort of protection for yourself, Miss Darsie?
No, I'll be alright. I've got 2 friends I can ask, just 3 actually, I can ask just to hang around me for a bit. And then, I mean, out of all the deputies, I trust Porter O'Neill the most, but he wants to make sure that
Just now.
I'm fully on the department side, I think. I don't want any of that scrutiny that's going on me to fall on him. So.
Okay, is Swan still in here?
Yeah, he's over by the tip line.
Okay, do you see the reports that were just updated?
Alright, is this a private deputy conversation? I should, yeah, cool. I'll go wait by the door.
I can
just send I can leave you out if you like. Just make sure you're not locked in.
Yeah, Marlowe's responding to the Kane thing. And Olsen's in town somewhere.
But Marlowe just put together a report saying that Cole from the gun store was shot in Valentine, or Strawberry area, and it seemed like the cut might be behind it. And of course we saw the cut come riding into town. They could have definitely done something like that and then rode this way after doing it.
Pretty much. At least from what I've seen. Makes the most sense because they were coming from somewhere. And it wasn't here.
And they were in a group in force. Aye.
Good amount of them. And they didn't really say much of anything either.
Nope, they didn't.
Well, I mean, given me seeing Pip standing over 2 bodies in the smuggler's tunnel and then chasing him around for 2 fucking hours before he clocked me over the head, only turned into a brandishing. I don't imagine seeing people riding about means much. Still only 4 of us. I mean, better odds than I have in the day, but... Alright, I'm just going to walk around the city. At least make it clear that there's a badge still about.
Okay. I can,
I'll stay on foot.
Alright.
I'll head back this way before I go to bed.
All right, no worry.
Okay.
I'll be here.
Caitlin Mills Clayton, all wanted. Bob LeShoe Boutte. Bo Wilder, Jackson Riggs Kerrigan.
Indoors.
Jakey, James Grant, Felix Sanchez. Raul, Peter Gray. Oh, he's also wanted again. David De Lobo. Babs is wanted. Butcher Berlin. Scott Samuel. One for questioning or more information. Angelica Ward. Christine. Oh, I could question her. Awkward Johnson. Biley Witness. Two Crows. No.
All right, I'm hoping I can probably get a little bit more, at least to try to figure out that information, because I might have to make a couple of changes. Not just a simple sort of report, really.
Mm-hmm.
Has to be a shift report, so
Okay.
I might have to do that on my end, but it shouldn't be an issue, I would say. Just because of that information provided, I don't want too many.
Oh, well, I didn't write on that. While she was speaking, I was working on writing up an incident report for the oil cart. So.
All right, no worries.
Okay.
Yeah, I have a pretty good memory, so don't worry about that too much. I got that one down.
All right. I do have a question.
Is Kettleman wanted? He's at the telegram office.
Yes, is he by himself?
No, no, he's not.
How many people are with him?
I want to say a good 4 or 5.
Yeah, we can't even bother. There's only
I
so
don't
many
know
of
if they're
us.
his people, but there's so many people down at the telegram office right now.
I mean, we can't really do too much. There's not enough of us here.
Aye.
Okay.
Just I'd say not go near there.
Let me put my horse back out back.
Aye, I wouldn't keep it up front right now.
Unfortunate timing to have no sort of number right now. Boy, oh boy. Oh, about a telegram station.
Should we
Probably
try
send
and get everyone on date together though?
I mean, personally, there's only so many of us here, which is only 4. And the majority of the group have 6 or more, so there's really, we're gonna be outnumbered.
Aye.
I'd probably mention it, at least to put it anonymous, but when they're not there.
Aye, aye.
Stone is out and about, so.
I hope. I'm sure he's sharp enough. He'll be able to. He noticed Kettleman before, so.
If he knows him, then obviously he'll still clear.
So I did have a question. When someone is wanting for questioning, is there a certain procedure for how we handle wanting for questioning?
Most of the time you just try to go and ease a bit more of the same questions that are provided within the report. Them doing this, X, Y, or Z, and just try to see if you can bring that information out of them, or at least get them to admit that if they are wanted for those things.
And that could be done anywhere, or is it recommended bringing them in the office? That sort of
Bring
thing?
them in the office mostly, yeah.
Okay.
Bring them here, and probably take out the time, put them within the cell, and keep them there because obviously they are.
And if they're resistant, then we do have to bring them in.
Yeah, and obviously if they're being resistant, then they have to be brought in with force. So.
Aye. Okay. I just wanted to double check because I wasn't sure about the procedure and that. I know they always drag.
That's usually how.
Okay. Thank you. Do we want to let her in or?
Yeah, there should be no problem. Yeah, Darcy's fine to be let in.
No, I really need to get water.
Yeah, feel free to go ahead and get water. You might want to go with her.
I
got the doors open.
okay.
I got him.
I need to go get water. I know there's a fountain up in Alloway that has pretty good, clean, fresh water. If you want to go with me, I think I can.
Yep.
All right, be careful.
Oh
well.
Hear that?
Hear what?
I heard thunder and hooves. What large group moving out or in?
Probably Kettleman in the cut.
Aye.
Pretty sure that's who was down there.
Let's take the horses. I do have this leg wound,
Okay.
so I'm not too confident in my
I'll just
ability
ride
to.
with you, so we only have
Sounds
one
good.
horse.
Sounds good.
Also, I don't like riding alone most of the time, not gonna lie. Just a preference.
Mm-hmm. Just hope I can get eyes and stone. Okay. Let's go this way.
I hope this doesn't get me killed.
I'll be keeping it tight.
Oh, I know. I can. There's only a few deputies I don't trust, so.
I've been in situations
You're-
similar to yours.
Yeah, well, you're also a former reporter. If anyone can keep a secret, it's you.
Ironic though, because my profession as a reporter was spilling secrets, sort of.
Yeah, sort of, but
Gotta keep your sources tight.
you do. And I've made no qualms about to the criminals I treat. I tell them point blank, like, look, I have to report where you're at and what you're doing. If you don't want my treatment, go see a different doctor. But because I'm cheeky about it, I'm upfront and I'm very blunt. Apparently,
When they forget about it.
hands in the air here. It's fine. So it just goes to show you. Plus, you know, I treat them like human beings.
And plus,
That's all you gotta do.
They don't want to die from their injuries, so.
Well, no,
So
I'm
sorry.
not just you know, slap some aloe vera, stitch you up, treat you like a slab of meat. I do legitimately care if anyone is hurt. I know this area really well. Just keep going forward.
Oh, I think it's I think it's right around the corner here.
Yeah, I live just around here, so.
Thanks. That's better than that pond water. I think they have this spring fed. Alright, I got what I need. Hi.
I don't know. I'll tell you when we get back to the office.
Okay.
Yeah, side alley, horse on our right-hand side. Be prepared. Still on the right, pass this way. Howdy! Hi, sweetie. You alright?
Yeah, I'm very well. How are you?
Yeah, no, I'm great. If anyone gets hurt, I'm a medic, okay?
What's your name, by the way?
What was that?
What's your name? My name's
I'm Miss
Ronnie.
Darsie.
Oh, Miss Darcy. Pleasure to meet you.
Yeah, pleasure to meet you too. What do you go by, sir?
My name's Ronnie. Ronnie Herbert.
Well, lovely to meet you, Ronnie.
Yeah, pleasure. Well, I hope you ladies have a marvellous night.
Well, thank you.
It's a bit quiet, though, ain't it?
That's, you know, quiet before the storm.
Oh, don't say that. Had enough of storms recently.
I think we
care.
all have, sir. I'm a bright, bubbly airhead. Hi, how are you?
I'm dark and broody.
Midday and night.
Quiet. Aye, sure. Just, you know, exploding wagons and everything. It's quiet.
You know,
No, I know. I know you're not saying that. It's funny. The
that
irony.
probably
you know.
explains. There's only one place in the crossing to get wagons like that, isn't there?
I think you can get them at any wagon place. That's just getting filled
Oh.
up. Okay.
Well, that's what I mean. It's that place outside Valentine, the old field.
Oh, aye.
Yeah,
I mean,
I've had a chat with Kettleman there twice. Doesn't take a fucking rocket science to figure that one out.
Good. You see anything else out there?
Just a fellow I didn't recognize with a bow. He seemed pretty new.
I think I know who he was.
Oh.
His name
Who
was
was it?
Ronnie. I dealt with him.
Never heard of
Oh,
it
a few
before.
days ago.
Ronnie. Okay, yep,
Mhm.
nope. Yep, nope, that rings a bell.
Ronnie?
Aye.
Interesting.
He
Boy,
runs
boy.
with the cut, doesn't he?
I'm pretty sure he does.
Yeah.
So, okay, it's Swan. Did she see anything out there?
Yeah.
Kettleman and his gang?
No. I don't even want to admit it.
What do you mean? Was it Naked Awkward Johnson?
Yeah, he gave me the slip 3 times. You calmed yourself.
Have I calmed myself? Just a second.
Oh, it's fucking hard when you don't want to use force.
No, I know. It's still amusing. Did you look at my report title on that?
No.
Once you look at what I titled the report.
I'm not too sure, but I think I might have to check reports for that. Hold on, just give me 1 minute.
There's just ridiculous activity
I know
and
that for sure.
wanted people running around amok and no one on duty.
Yeah, well, it's like welcome to my world.
Welcome to my world.
Another little point of fact relevant to Co.
Aye. I know that he saw that.
Seems. What?
That he got shot. And it's
No.
really. There's another one.
As of today, that wasn't even their gunshot.
What do you mean by that?
Apparently O'Neill and Baker are running things at the gun store here now.
O'Neill and Baker?
Just trying to figure something out here.
Like Porter O'Neill?
I don't know. I only have one name for everyone. I only remember yours because that big Russian fella wanted to buy you off me.
Wait, sorry, what?
Oh, this is months ago, don't worry about it.
Wait, what? No, I need to know this story. What are you talking about?
I mean, it's months ago.
I don't remember.
Actually, I don't think he was Russian. He wasn't Russian. What was he? Persian or something.
He went to buy me off of you.
Yeah, he likes spices. Came to me looking to see if I could get any saffron down the docks, and I said I only knew about you. But whatever.
Okay,
Anyway, this is
okay,
distraction.
right, sure, okay. Anyways, did you see?
Fucking like ancient history.
Did you see? Did you see the
wasn't able to get all the information regarding to that. But
the
we
report come
do know
through that
that
Co had
someone
just been
attacked
shot
him, so-
up near Strawberry. It was right around the same time that we saw the cut come riding into town, and it's believed that they might have been the ones responsible. I think with
Yeah,
the
that's-
timelines, they
that's-
absolutely could have rode right from doing whatever they did, and because they didn't really say anything as they went past us.
Yeah, that's about the time I was grumbling about my second-degree murder and attempted murder charges being downgraded to fucking brandishing for Pip.
Interesting.
How do you even downgrade like that? Wouldn't it at least be assault with a deadly?
I have no fucking idea. Everybody just brushes me off. I'll have to wait until I actually run into Lewis, which will probably take another fucking 3 months.
Can you speak to Swan
Right
about it all?
probably provide a little bit
Well,
more
I mean,
when it comes to that.
I did just say it earlier.
Oh, I don't know if I heard you.
Think it's pretty great or not, but we don't have
Fucking
any-
hell.
He might.
Well, I've spoken to Hart and Harper about it, and they're just like shrugging their shoulders. So I'm like, whatever.
Yeah, we mostly keep the anonymous.
Yeah. So O'Neill and that was Baker.
Remember the title for that, or is it just it was set?
Wait, Bella Baker.
Yeah, that's the one.
But why O'Neill? Are you sure it's not Olsen?
Olsen, that's it.
Okay,
Alright, that
Again with a
makes a
name,
lot more
same
sense.
fucking difference.
interesting.
That's
Right, so yeah, it's their first day running the shop here.
They might be able to check it and see. Just thinking out that.
huh.
Hey, real quick, Darsie has mentioned to me that apparently she can confirm that she was treating Peter Gray for the hammer attack incident. Is there a report on that? If not, there is. She had sent something in the anonymous that confirms that she had patched him up for that.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure there's definitely something in it, because that's why I put Jack Kettleman back on the wanted list. There was a wanted report for him pertaining to that.
Okay, I just want to make sure is all. What was the name of the title? Was it just Jack Kettleman Wanted?
Multiple crimes, maybe 5609 or 5602,
Okay,
off the
let's
top
see.
of my head. Today's date.
Okay. I think I found out.
It's usually the first thing I do is try and correlate all the arrests and warrants for wanteds into an updated wanted list. I don't really want to read everything, I just want to know names, and that way I can not shoot them.
All right. The one that is here, this one's made by Shields. Is this the one that you had updated? Because I see the one on the 6th. But that's
No,
from...
I didn't update the wanted report, just the wanted list.
Oh, okay. All right.
Usually for my first 2 hours, I just want to list the names
Oh, okay.
and get the detail if I come across anyone.
Yeah. Okay. I feel like possibly I might have to check the anonymous because she did put something in there that it confirmed it. So I might have to write it in the report, at least so we can get that evidence and then have the charge of assault, at least with the deadly,
Right.
which I'm pretty sure he already has more than enough of.
I mean, it sounds like torture, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
It was torture.
Torture with a hammer.
He had several nails driven into his shoulder.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure
Jesus
that's
Christ.
Are you serious?
isn't that greater than assault
Yes.
with a deadly?
We'll get a new shipment of hammers into the crossing, and this is the first thing that starts happening. Of course, we have people. Never mind. Just
Peter Gray is colorblind. There's a cosmic irony there.
I heard that yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I need to pay thieves a visit. I haven't seen Gray in fucking months.
He's currently very wanted, isn't he?
Also, don't think that they're staying down there.
They're
They've been
not.
having gunfights all the way out in Tumbleweed.
Hmm.
On account of that being between the upper and lower Montana rivers, I'm assuming that they're trying to move out of that area if they're actually winning the war to. And
Part
Did
of
y'all
this
see
gang
this
war
about
is-
Lewis seeing the person that ended up shooting her last night. Should be the
That was
first one.
interesting.
It's hammer time, apparently.
If you can give me a descriptor, I might be able to tell you who it is.
Harry?
Well, I mean, we just saw him earlier.
Wait, did we see him? He's the
Yeah.
fellow with a really gravelly voice, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, worse than mine.
Aye, he was one of the ones who. He was the ones who broke out Bo and Gigi and Delilah the other day, and was also there when Riggs shot at us. When we got in the gunfight with Riggs near Van Horn. That hairy fella.
Hang on, who was the fellow who wasn't O'Neill?
Olsen?
Olsen, that's it. So apparently that little attack on the gun shop was misplaced as well. It's not even Ko Zheng's place as of today. Which actually doesn't bode well. Olsen and Baker were there cleaning up and setting up, saying it was their first day running the store.
Where'd you hear that though?
From their mouths at the store.
I know, but from Co and everything, because their signage was still up in there for Taipan and stuff like that.
Right to my head.
Yeah, but it does kind of align with what Ko told me the other day down in Armadillo.
What was that?
Really?
Which was, if he kept getting attacked, then he had to defend his business, so he'd be, well, getting involved. And if he's getting involved, he's probably not running his business. I kind of feel like these reluctant participants in this war is perhaps one of the few chinks that we could work on. Get them to back down or cooperate a little bit more than normal.
I'll say that Ko is definitely, he's definitely slipped me information before. Stuff that he necessarily made a reporting. And when I was a reporter, he would come and give me some things too. Off the record.
Yeah, I've known Ko since he moved into town. We've got a good... Well, he knows who I am and I know who he is.
I don't doubt that he'd be, you know, that he'd be above giving information that would paint his side on a brighter light, you know. But something is definitely better than nothing. Because nothing's what we get.
I also believe if things were coming to an end, he probably would turn himself in peaceful, like he said he would.
Yeah, probably would be best anyways.
I don't think I could say the same of the cut on the other side of the table.
As Lewis on duty?
No, she was shot recently,
Okay,
so I think she might be recovering.
Seeing things. Requesting an escort to New Austin. Need to get down to Tumbleweed to check on Bridget Davis and administer pain relief. I'd rather not go down there alone after what happened yesterday. If I could have some company, I'd really appreciate it. Kindest regards, Medic Freya O'Connell. And Dr. Naden Rhodes. Okay, I'd be fine with escorting Kriya. I could go do that. Yeah. And I could take Darsie over to Rhodes.
Yeah, most likely. I might be resting my head, unfortunately.
Okay, or not. I'm sorry, what was that, Swan?
No, I was just going to say I might be resting my head, unfortunately.
Okay, I'll try and contact Kriya and, I'll do that, so...
Yeah, if you can, if you're going to travel all the way down there, as long as there's a good amount of yous, maybe like 2 or 3, and obviously, you know, when it comes to all of these other groups of people, they're not going to be bothering you, but just be safe. Really. That's how much we can do here.
I'll put in a tip letting people know that I'm heading that way, and I'll contact Kriya. Okay. I'll see if Darsie wants to let the other medics know that they need someone in Rhodes.
What about you, sir?
Alright.
I get bad headaches if I go to Rhodes. It's my problem.
That's fine. So would you be able to go to the telegram station, let other medics know that a doctor is needed in Rhodes? I don't know for what. Kriya's asking for an escort down to New Austin, down to Tumbleweed, so I'm gonna go with her.
Okay.
So if we just go down to the telegram station together, and then you can do whatever you want to do.
Yeah. Just before you go.
Aye.
I heard... Oh, I'll do it out here.
Sure.
These doors are weird.
Aye.
I heard former Deputy Olsen's name.
Aye, what about it?
Is he okay?
So you know what happened with medical stuff the other day, eh?
Yeah, I was the one treating him, and I let Bella into the room because he was slipping away, and I don't want to talk about how fucking hard that was for me.
Sorry. So he's, no, it's just apparently him and Bella are running the gun store down there now. It's very, I don't understand what's going on.
Okay, so, that is very dangerous for them both, because the moment, okay, he's gonna get fucking killed.
Well, you can speak. You can try and speak to him if you want to, but
I'm not gonna if he's his own man. But fucking, can you find out who's training Bella? Because I seen her yesterday in Armadillo, not 30 fucking minutes after Bonnie Jack. So anything that girl hears as a medic, she's gonna pass along to her goddamn dad.
Hmm.
And I don't want people to get hurt over that.
Right, how do I go about finding out that?
I don't know.
Okay.
Just keep your eyes peeled. And, like, it's gonna take a long time for people to trust her, given that she was in active shootings less than 2 weeks ago. But my main concern there isn't that she's keeping her nose clean, it's that I don't think she knows how to keep her mouth shut. And I don't want people hurt over that.
Okay, I'll keep it in mind.
Thank you.
Let's go down to the telegram station, because I need to get back to Kriya.
I'm gonna be staying around St. Denis other than doing patrols down that way, but I'll be alright on my own. I'm safer on my own sometimes.
But if you could, if you could have let the other medics know.
Anons on where I'm going, and we have our own telegram system.
Okay, you do. Good.
Yeah.
Okay. If you could go through that, that'd be perfect. And then
what I'll do is I'll just put up a notice on our thing saying Saints Crossing Sheriff's Department requesting medic and roads.
Right. Do you happen to have
Kriya's telegram?
Handy. I've got it somewhere, but I have to dig for it.
I've got it.
I've got it in my raffle documentation. Yeah, well, there's not enough lawn. Like, there's all these big gangs going around, and there's too many for us to do anything about it. Yes. Alright, do you got that handy?
Yes, I do.
I'm ready.
Alrighty, it is MG321.
Perfect, thank you.
No problem. And howdy over there.
Oh, hello. Did you see the wild scene up the street by the gun store?
Aye, we did. We're dealing with it.
Yeah, quite the.
Did you see what happened by the way?
No, I just arrived.
Just the aftermath. Aye.
There's a whole bunch of people.
Oh,
some people working in the store now. Even.
He's a Van Hornian. This is Trench's Van Horn, dude. I can't remember his name though. It was so long ago.
You said just someone in Rhodes. Saffron?
There was no information. Just Dr. Needham Rhodes. Alright, I do have to get going.
Be safe.
Aye. Maynard.
Never stops.
Oh, are you a medic?
Yes, I am.
What's your name? My name is Maynard. Where are my manners?
Yep.
Hi there. State Medic Darsie Dotson. You can call me DD.
How about State Medic DD? That's a great name. I love alliteration. Darsie Dotson.
Thank you. You know, DD, double D. Take your
Hey,
pick.
Sid. Oh, hey. Thanks for the raid.
It's good to have options.
Okay. Alright, take care, Darsie.